Right, so this is going to be Venom tips and tricks by me, by Limitless. This will be trick number 1, and it's just, practicing your swinging, because swinging is very important part of Venom's kit, especially for Venom and Spider-Man, actually, because this is also how Venom swing is like a slower, heavier version of how Spider-Man swings. Because the swing actually has 2 variants. You've got the regular, like, pendulum, and you've also got this ground dash where if you don't have auto swing on, you just aim at the floor and you can swing it anywhere in front of you, and then I believe it's 15-meter radius. Yeah, it's like 15 meters. You could just grapple anywhere to the floor. Only do that if you really have to. I advise trying to avoid that because the ending animation is quite slow. So the first thing you want to do with swinging, right? So I'm going to aim up at this corner or this corner. Never in the center. Always aim for sort of the corner of a building that you can see, or like terrain. Because that will give you the best arc to pendulum out like that. Whereas if you were to swing sort of from the front, it'd be a bit more difficult. It takes a lot longer to swing up because your swing will be slower. So the other part of swinging, other than just knowing which part to attach your web to, is once you swing, you need to swing your camera with you. Now, it's hard to... Oh, okay, Venom, I get it. Right, so it's hard to describe in text, but virtually what you want to do is... The swing is like a pendulum. It's got the starting point, the lowest point, and then the final point where you do like the animation where he's like he's like air crouching or something. So you want to have your camera follow through on this pendulum. So when I hit the lowest point, I aim down at the lowest point of the swing. It helps me track where I swing, and a lot of the time that also helps pick up momentum, because as you can see here, that's a lot quicker than just doing anything else. And you can also cancel your swing before you hit, because when you swing, you've got this final animation here, right? That reduces your momentum. To do good rollouts and good escapes, you want to understand when to cancel your swing. So I cancel it generally when... I don't know, like, if it's just something I understand because I come from playing Spidey to go to Venom. But there's a certain point in the swing where you understand, oh, well, it's about to go into that animation. You just let go of the swing, if you've got auto swing turned off. You let go of the swing, and you carry the momentum that you were having at the bottom of your swing, which means you can move a lot faster. This also allows you to do bee hops or bunny hops, which is as you're carrying the momentum through your swing, if you jump at the right time when you hit the ground after that swing, you carry the momentum into your jump. This is also important for Spider-Man because Spider-Man uses this kind of tech. See there, that was a longer jump than the regular jump. That's what I'm talking about. You jump at the exact moment you hit the ground and it carries the momentum. So the swing is very important for your repositioning. So understanding the swing is like numero uno most important tool in Venom's kit. But once you've got that down, yeah, that's basically swinging sorted. I recommend just swinging around in practice range for a bit, understanding where your web will connect to, where it won't connect to, and then making use of your camera to improve Well, I suppose it's your accuracy, but improve the tracking of your swing because it's just easier. And then that is Venom tip numero uno. Here we're going to go over Venom tip 2, which is understanding how to dive. Now that sounds really like what would be the right word? Seems really like looking down on, but it's, I don't know how else to phrase it. So you see these two Galactobots, they're at 250 HP total. Venom can one-shot combo these in 2 different ways. Either, well, I suppose it's technically not one shot, but you understand what I mean. It's full health to 0. So you swing, you see your little dive circle. As they jump and they get launched into you, you do the Venom corrosion tendrils, and that grabs onto them, which does that kind of that amount of damage from just diving in and then doing the corrosion tentacles. So from there, any singular headshot can one-shot them. So to put it together, dive, do that, you just hit the headshot. If they're any health less, you just hit them with a melee, and then they're dead. Now, there is a similar method, but this is with your ult. If you swing, dive, ult, it leaves them with this amount of health, right? That is just enough that your corrosion thing will kill them. So, what you do here is swing, dive, corrosion, ult, and you wait for the tendrils to activate at the same time as you do your ult. And it's either going to kill them or leave them at literally like 0 health. This is like literally 1 point of health left. You just hit them with a punch, they're dead. Now, if you have a Luna on your team and she's ulting at the exact moment that you activate your Venom ult, if they go into the damage boost mode and you ult at that same time, it will clear 250 health, and it will also kill straight through 275. So if you have an enemy Luna that's ulting, you've taken their shield, you can one-shot them with the combo of Luna and Venom ult, which is very handy to know, because you can also do that through Invis, or through, well, I don't think you can do it through Mantis ult, but you get the idea. So that's trick number 2. It's just knowing how you want to engage the backline, because you can also do this just from climbing. You don't have to swing. As long as you're high enough, you've got a dive radius, and then you can just do it from a wall climb as well. Now, positioning is also very key. This is trick 3, or tip 3, I guess. Venom, he's a big boy. You can see that. He's a very big boy. So you want to understand your positioning so that you don't get found. I mean, this will be easier to do with a darker skin like the one I've got on right now. I think this is Lingering Imprint. Or if you're using the base version or Space Knight. So you see the Luna bot here. They've got a view on that door there. Say that's your spawn door and they're standing outside of it. If you're in the spawn, you know the Luna's got sight on you. You can go up and around to the other door to then flank. And because Venom's got a crawl, you use the crawl to get into an angle where they're not going to see you. You can even crawl onto the ceiling like this, and then you can get the drop on them that way. Jump them like that. Dive, 2 headshots, kills Luna. So only 275 health, hero. So generally, just making sure you're using your positioning well. You want to stay out of sight so they don't know you're there. and then you go in and you dump your aggressive cooldowns. Because your swing is on, I believe, like a 10 or 15-second cooldown, you want to try and stay in as long as possible, which is where tip 4 comes in. Tip 4 is just understanding how, it's just the muscle memory of edging with the symbiote shielding. So this will probably take a little bit, so I'll speed it up. So the lower your health is, right? Now I'm at 50 HP. The lower your health is, the more health you get back from the symbiote shielding. So I'm going to press it here. So this would be E on PC. I suddenly get 1,000 health from 50. So that is 1,000 extra. Now, if you were to also combo this with your ult, say there's a thing here that you've just, you see there's a thing here, you're low on health, you can activate your shielding and then ult at the same time, and it will stack the shielding together. So you can end up with quite a lot. You also get more shielding specifically from hitting multiple targets. And that shield doesn't start going away for a few seconds. So the Galactabot here will give you more health than hitting a regular Galactabot, because this one's supposed to be for a tank, so it's got a bigger health pool. So I'm going to wait for it to respawn. Right, so I do this, go up to 1,000, hit him, and I'm taken straight up to 1,400 from 50 health. So it's just understanding how to, like, when to use your symbiote shielding, and also when to ult, because you can effectively use it as a panic ult, and it'll work perfectly fine. Venom's ult is not like an integral part of his kit, which is probably why it charges so slow. Because admittedly, it's not like the greatest ult, but it is very useful. If you're using it in a damage sense, either use it while you're diving squishies, or don't know why it wouldn't let me hook there. If you use it on someone that's got a lot of health, like Monster Hulk here, that'll do half of his health just with the ult alone. And then that gives you the percentage shielding. And the percentage shielding you get doesn't matter whether you're low health or not. It will give you the percentage that you've done in damage as overshield. So understanding when you're going to use the overshield is very important. And yeah, that's trick number 4. And then last trick is just understanding who your counters are. So anyone with a CC can stun you out of ult, or no, not ult, out of swing. Though they can get you when you do this dive in. So when you're ulting, you have this dive in animation. Anyone can CC you or push you out of that and then cancel your ult. So that is very annoying. But say if you're low health and you're swinging out, a invis woman can push or pull you that will completely waste the cooldown. And Luna can freeze you, Mantis can sleep you. If Cloak blinds you, that can be very annoying.
Fresh meat.
Bucky Hook, anything like that. Anything that displaces you or stuns you. Or hell, even the things like Earthbound, like Slam Effect or Namor ult will stop you from swinging or making any sort of movement like that. It's very annoying. Especially for a big target like Venom, because you are actually quite squishy on Venom. You don't have a big shield you can put up in front of yourself. You only have your defensive self-shielding. Now, the last tip I'm going to say is, like, generally just hit your headshots. They do a lot of damage. Like, Monster Hulk is like 1,200 health and I've just done that much. with just a single hit of primary fire. But if you're too close and you can't like aim at their head, weave your melee in. You do more damage when you bite as Venom through the melee animation. That's your third melee. So you can do 2 preemptively, like in spawn, and wait until you're in a fight, go in, instantly try and hit them. Admittedly, that didn't work just then, so I'm not sure if that has been patched out, but I know that sort of melee storing works for someone like Spider-Man, so. If you can't hit their head, always make sure you're at least hitting them with body shots, so all your tentacles are hitting. When you hear the last few, it's like a duh sound from your tentacles at the very end. When you hear that, that's the optimal time to press in your melee, because then you're getting all the tentacles out and you're hitting the melee. You can actually cancel the tentacles early, as far as I know, with your melee. So ultimately, you just want to make sure that you're using your melee at the right time, because you're like 5 meters or so away. All you have to do is just hit headshots and it should be easy because they're further away. But when you're up close, it's harder to hit the headshots with Venom because he's big, people are small, but other people are sometimes bigger or at the same level. The headshots are a bit finicky at close range. So if you're in close range, just do melee and primary fire combo over and over. It won't be as good damage-wise, but if that's the situation you're forced into, then that's what you need to make use of. And yeah, no, that should be it. Last tip: whenever you're playing Venom, make sure if you're on attack and you're outside the enemy spawn early, you wait outside and you throw it back. It's very important. This is Venom tech number 1, numero uno, the most important. This is what makes Venom actually S tier, and he's better than every other character, other than his sick as fuck Lord icon. So, yes, hope these tips help, and enjoy your time with the big V-Man.